There is a place where rain falls more than 200 days a year, yet people travel across the planet just to stand beneath it. Here, storms create thousands of waterfalls in a matter of hours. Roads disappear into mountain passes. Entire landscapes change before the clouds have moved on. But this island holds far more than one famous view. It has lakes that seem unreal, streets that challenge gravity, animals larger than boats, and frozen valleys shaped long before people arrived. So why do millions cross oceans for a place this remote, and what keeps them searching beyond the next mountain? Milford Sound, Fiordland. Out here, the boat feels small enough to disappear. On the rare, clear morning, sunlight reaches the cliffs and reveals every ridge, crack, and patch of forest. The water turns bright, the peaks sharpen, and the whole fjord feels like a gift that may last only a few minutes. Then the rain returns. The same cliffs darken beneath the clouds. Waterfalls appear along the rock walls, dropping hundreds of meters into the sea. What looked peaceful moments ago now feels vast, cold, and powerful. Spray strikes your face as the boat moves closer. The engine sends a low vibration through the deck. Between each waterfall, there is a strange quiet, broken only by water hitting water. Milford Sound does not reveal itself in one view. Sunshine shows its scale, rain shows its strength, and as the cruise continues toward the Tasman Sea, the mountains seem to close behind you, as though the fjord has already decided what you are allowed to remember. Aoraki Mount Cook. Further north, the Southern Alps rise across the horizon, and above them stands Aoraki, New Zealand's highest mountain. The Hooker Valley Track is the best way to understand why. The trail begins beneath open peaks, crosses fast-moving rivers, on narrow swing bridges, and slowly pulls the mountain closer with every step. At first, Aoraki feels distant. Then the valley opens, the glacier appears, and the scale becomes difficult to process. The hikers ahead look tiny. The ice looks close enough to touch. It is only then that you realize how far away it still is. There are two ways to experience this place. You can walk it with a packed lunch, a rain jacket, and a tight budget. Or you can rise above the valley in a helicopter and see the glaciers, ridgelines, and ice fields from the sky. One costs almost nothing. The other becomes a memory you may talk about for years. But whichever route you choose, the mountain gives you the same feeling. You arrive to see it, and somehow it is the one watching you. Lake Pukaki. Then the road reaches Lake Pukaki, and for a moment, the South Island stops looking real. Its water carries a blue so bright it seems painted, created by fine glacial rock suspended beneath the surface. On a calm day, Aoraki appears again, this time reflected across the lake. From the shore, the water looks freezing. But here is the surprise. It is not even cold enough to stop everyone. A swimmer steps in, breaking the perfect reflection as the mountains ripple around them. By dusk, the crowds begin to leave. A camper van remains beside the lake, its doors open to the last light. A small fire crackles nearby, while the blue water fades into shadow. Then the first stars appear. Within minutes, the mountains vanish into darkness, and the sky becomes the only view left. But the journey is far from over. Lake Tekapo. Lake Tekapo makes a bold claim before anyone says a word. The most beautiful lake on the planet. At golden hour, the water turns soft blue beneath the mountains, while the Church of the Good Shepherd stands alone on the shore, small against the open land. Then daylight fades, and Tekapo changes completely. This region sits beneath one of the clearest protected night skies in the world. Stars fill the darkness, until the lake, the hills, and the horizon almost disappear. At the water's edge, one person stands beneath it all. No traffic, no city glow, only cold air, still water, and a sky so vast it makes everything else feel distant. But some of the South Island's greatest sights are becoming harder to hold on to. Fox Glacier and Lake Matheson. People lived and worked here for a month, long enough for the West Coast to stop feeling like a destination and start feeling like home. But Fox Glacier never became ordinary. From the ground, it hides behind rainforest and steep rock. From the air, everything changes. The helicopter climbs over the valley, skims past sharp ridgelines, and suddenly the glacier stretches below. Broken ice, deep crevasses, and frozen rivers twisting through the mountains. The flight is fast, the view is immense. Yet the most important detail is how much ice is missing. Old photographs show the glacier reaching far deeper into the valley. Along the walking trail, markers reveal where it once stood. Each one sits farther from the ice, turning the path into a timeline of retreat. Then the noise disappears. At Lake Matheson, the water becomes perfectly still. Mount Cook and Mount Tasman appear on its surface, almost clearer in reflection than in the sky. After the speed of the helicopter and the scars left by the shrinking glacier, this quiet feels different. It feels temporary. Abel Tasman National Park. After the glaciers and rain-darkened coast, the landscape changes without warning. Golden beaches appear between forested headlands. The sea turns clear and turquoise. Abel Tasman feels like New Zealand's answer to the tropics. Only the water is colder, the forests are denser, and every bay seems hidden from the road. There are two ways to explore it. You can spend several days walking the coastal track, crossing quiet beaches, sleeping near the shore, and carrying everything on your back. Or you can board a boat in the morning, pass seals resting on the rocks, step onto a remote beach, and return before sunset. One route gives you time, the other gives you distance. Both reveal the same secret. Some of the South Island's wildest places do not rise above you. They wait quietly at the water's edge. Slope Point and Kaikōura. At Slope Point, the land ends in open fields, steep cliffs, and relentless wind. There are no grand buildings or crowded viewpoints here, just a weathered sign, the Southern Ocean, and the feeling that the rest of the world is very far away. This is as far south as I have ever stood. Beyond this coastline, there is little but cold water stretching toward Antarctica. Then Kaikōura changes the pace completely. Whales rise from the deep before disappearing beneath the surface. Dolphins race beside boats and surround swimmers in open water. Along the shore, seal colonies rest between dark rocks as waves break only meters away. But the sea has its own sense of humor. The boats roll hard enough that even the most daring swimmers can get sick before entering the water. Still, when a whale finally breaches, every cold hand, uneasy stomach, and rough wave is forgotten. Because in Kaikōura, the ocean never feels empty. Dunedin. Dunedin feels different. Its old stone buildings, steep roads, and cold southern coastline give the city a character that is difficult to ignore. Then there is Baldwin Street. From the bottom, it looks like the road has been lifted at one end. Walking up is difficult. Cycling it feels almost unreasonable. Every few steps become a test, while the houses appear to lean with the hill. Beyond the city, Tunnel Beach brings the drama back. A carved passage leads through the cliffs, opening onto waves, rock arches, and a narrow stretch of coast hidden below. And after all that climbing, one reward matters more than any viewpoint. Pizza on the esplanade, eaten while watching the sea and pretending the hill was easier than it looked. Dunedin does not try to compete with the mountains. It simply gives the journey a human heartbeat. Queenstown. Queenstown is difficult to judge. I'm still unsure whether it deserves a place on this list. It is breathtaking, crowded, expensive, and built to sell adventure from the moment you arrive. People leap from bridges, glide above the mountains, race across the lake, and fill the bars long after dark. Every corner offers another experience and another reason to spend money. At times, the noise almost overwhelms the landscape. Then you reach the shore of Lake Wakatipu. The water stretches beneath the Remarkables. The town grows quiet behind you, and Queenstown's beauty finally speaks for itself. So yes, come for the view. Just keep one hand on your wallet. Roy's Peak, Wānaka. Roy's Peak asks for more than every other stop on this journey. The trail climbs without mercy. The lake drops farther below, the air grows thinner, and each turn reveals another slope waiting ahead. Breathing becomes part of the soundtrack. Boots strike gravel, steps shorten, conversation disappears. Then, after hours of climbing, the path reaches the ridge. Lake Wānaka opens beneath the mountains, stretching into the distance as sunlight moves across the water. For a moment, there is nothing left to chase. No road, no crowd, no next destination. Only the view that began this journey. And the quiet realization that the hardest places to reach often stay with us the longest. By the shore of Lake Wānaka, one small tree stands alone in the water. It has survived changing seasons, rising crowds, and countless photographs. Yet in the early morning, before the shoreline fills, it still feels private. Just branches, cold water, and mountains waiting for the sun. Farther north, Marlborough offers a softer ending. A bicycle moves slowly between long rows of vines. Glasses are poured at Framingham. Evening light settles across the hills, and for once, there is nowhere else to hurry toward. At the beginning of this journey, I asked why people cross the world for the South Island. Now I understand. They come for glaciers, even as the ice pulls farther into the mountains. They come for famous viewpoints, even when the paths are crowded. But the places that remain with you are often quieter. An empty road near Slope Point, the silence after a waterfall, a difficult climb above Wānaka, or a single tree standing in a lake. Milford Sound, Aoraki, Pukaki, Tekapo, Fox Glacier, Abel Tasman, Kaikōura, Dunedin, Queenstown, Roy's Peak. Each place gives you something different. And perhaps that is why people travel so far, not simply to see the South Island, but to feel how quickly a landscape can change and how deeply one brief moment can stay with you. So now the choice is yours. Would you begin beneath the waterfalls of Milford Sound, walk toward Aoraki, swim in the blue water of Lake Pukaki, or climb above Wānaka at sunrise? Tell me which place you would visit first in the comments. And subscribe, because this journey is only one half of the story. Next, we head north to volcanic valleys, Maori culture, hidden beaches, and landscapes shaped by fire. The South Island showed us what can be found at the end of long roads, difficult trails, and changing weather. Some places ask for effort, some ask for patience, and a few ask only that you arrive before they change forever. It rains 200 days a year in Milford Sound. Go anyway.